Hello, hello, and welcome. It is Thursday, and we are here live. Oh boy, such a very exciting month ahead, and we are starting things off today. We're going to be having a very special announcement. But to get more into that in just a second will be Gabriela. I'm Amber. I'll be here to answer your questions and give them to Gabriela. So please ask in the chat. And most importantly of all, it's Gabriela Hernandez. Hooray!
Hello. Hello, welcome everyone. We are so happy to be here with you today and just kicking off this whole coming up weeks of this month that it's going to be so exciting because we have literally a launch every week. So we have new product for you every single week in November. So we have today, we have next Thursday, Thursday after that. So just looking forward to new product pretty much every single week for you. But I'm going to start off with this product that I've been working on for a few years now that I've been working on this. It's taken me a long time. I wanted to talk a little bit about one of my favorite compacts that I've ever had, which was called Le Debut Compact, and it's a beautiful compact from 1928. So this compact is from 1928. It's from Richard Hudnut, and it's really quite remarkable. It's very Art Deco. If you can see here on the design, it's a very Art Deco compact. Really quite stunning. And I was always in love with this shape and design because it's just so iconic for the period. It's such a beautiful piece, and obviously it's not made anymore. You can find them in auction for a few $100s, depending on the how the quality is of the one you find. But it's always been one of my favorites. This particular compact. And that's the reason that I wanted to bring it to you. Without further ado, the box.
There's our mysterious box. We've teased
There's the
just the
box.
box so far.
So yes, it's the box. So now I will show you what's in the box, right? Any guesses what's in the box?
Yeah, we had all kinds of guesses of perfumes, makeup, compacts, all kinds, all kinds.
Okay. Okay. Well, remember I just told you my favorite compact, so I wanted to bring you my favorite compact.
Ooh, it looks
So
so
this
pretty.
is a replica of the 1928 Le Debut compact, which is very aptly named because it's called the debut, and it is,
Yeah.
it's the debut of this particular refillable compact. It is a gold-plated solid metal compact. It has enamel on the top that's been polished and ground. So it's a polished ground enamel so that it's perfectly flat when you touch the surface. And I will show you and tell you more about how this compact comes and how you put in your refills. So let's go through all the different parts of this so that you can get more familiar with this particular compact. So when you get the compact, you'll see you get this very pretty box. You can keep it in here if you like. And in this top part, you'll see that you get your pouch. So you have a little pouch here that you can use to keep your compact in your bag so you don't get it scratched or anything. So the pouch comes with it. And then when you remove the compact from the container here, you'll see it's solid metal. It's got the same deco design in the stair step design here, and also the back. The back has also the same carved design as the original. And then it opens on the side here, and it's got a magnetic opening because it just is cleaner and easier now for the opening to be magnetic so that it doesn't actually wear on the compact. And inside you'll see that you have a little piece of paper that just tells you that you need to put on your refill in the compact. So the compact will not come with the powder in it. You need to choose the powder in the drop down menus on the side of on the website, and all the powders come in these compostable envelopes. So you can just get your powder and you pop it in, and the envelope is compostable, and once you use up your tin, you can recycle the tin. So let's go through how to load the compact. So
And if you guys have any questions as we go along, let us know. But yeah, I love just seeing it all in action. There's so many gorgeous little details. It's so exciting to get to show it all off.
yeah,
Awesome.
so you can recycle the envelope, and you know, so that there is really no waste, and then your tin is also recyclable. So after
Mhm.
you use the powder, recycle the tin in your recycling bin, and then purchase another powder. The other thing that we did different on this compact is that it has a center magnet. So it's a centrally located, a strong magnet here. So it keeps your powder right in the middle, and it doesn't let it wobble or come off. So it's a different type of design. It closes really nice and tight. So when you hear the closure,
Ooh.
it's very nice and heavy closure on the compact. So when you get your refill, what you want to do is open up your envelope. By the way, these are the powders that are going to be available for the compact. Now we're launching with two here. So you have Aurora, which if you're familiar with our Sleeping Beauty collection, you remember the Aurora powder, and a lot of people liked our Aurora translucent. So here's the Aurora powder, and also the Snow, which is the one that was on the Snow White powder when we released that collection. So those two powders will be the first ones out. Next week, we'll have the Peggy powder, so from the Agent Carter collection. And this powder, which is called Soft Focus, which is a powder that's used to minimize lines. So it's kind of a blurring type of powder. So if you want that type of effect, the Soft Focus is the one that you want to pick up. And then last but not least, our Violet powder, which will also be available for the refills. So back to your envelopes. Your envelopes here have the label on the back, which tells you what kind of powder it is that you purchase. Now you can get as many refills as you want for your powder, and then replace them as you want to take them on the road with you. So if you have, you know, one that you wear during the day, but you want something out for evening, you can switch them out very, very easily. So let's open up one and see. So so you take this and you open the top of your powder, and you'll see that inside you have your puff and you have your powder. So you would take your powder, and all you have to do is just drop it in, just
Ooh.
like
I'm so easily impressed, but I just the fact that it's so easy is
just like
so
that.
great.
Yes, just like that. And to get it out, I mean, you could use a pin or a bobby pin, any kind of pin or of any kind, anything that has kind of a little end to it that you can dig in, and then just pop it right out,
Mhm.
just like that.
Yay.
So
Now
pop
the
back in.
colors here, these are actually all translucent powders,
Yes, they are
correct?
all translucent powders, so you don't have to worry about um, the powder not matching exactly your complexion, because they are all translucent. They do a little bit of different effects. So Aurora brightens with the pinky shade, and Snow has a little tiny bit of sheen in the powder, so it gives you a tiny bit of sheen. Peggy is completely translucent, so it's completely invisible powder. Uh, the Soft Focus is a powder that's supposed to kind of like minimize the appearance of lines. And then your Violet that brightens under your eyes. Every time you buy a refill, you do get a new puff with it. So you don't have to worry about having to have a dirty puff in your powder. You can wash the puffs if you like. I mean, they are washable. You can just wash them with a little shampoo and let them air dry if you would like. But you do get a new one if you would prefer that for hygiene. So you open up your little puff, and then put your puff inside of the compact, and then close it up.
Yay.
So there you go. And then if you are putting it in your bag, make sure you use a little case so that it doesn't get
Doesn't get
doesn't get
scratched
any
or
scratch or anything like that.
smudged.
It just keeps it more pristine for you if you leave it in the case. But you can, when you put it away, you can put it back in your display case if you like, and keep it underneath your
Yeah.
or on your vanity or wherever you like to keep
Keep
your
it under.
yeah.
And so with this, with some of the shades, because we do want to make it clear that these are setting powders, and
Mm-hmm.
they're all, and they all, even though the shades look so different, they do
Yes,
different things, all of the powders, but they are all translucent. So
they
none
are
of
all
these are
translucent. Yes,
foundations. So they
yes,
work on all skin tones. So they're
yes.
not just for pale
They do.
skin.
No, yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They definitely do. Like I can take Aurora here, and I can. You can see it here
Yeah.
on my finger. I can put it on, see, and you don't really see anything on my hand here.
Because the
Uh,
Sleeping Beauty is inspired by the, make it pink, kind of thing.
yes,
So that's why it
yes.
has that fun pink
The
tone to it, but it just helps bring a little brightness, actually adding pink
and
color.
that's true. Yes, and these are talc free versions, fragrance free. So they're very clean and safe for your skin, and very easy to wear, to take away shine and to even up the complexion. You can wear these instead of your foundation, like you could just put your vanishing cream and
Hmm.
just put one of these powders on top for a really nice daily wear type finish. Uh, but your compact can be with you all the time. You can take it on the road, and change your powder as you wish, depending on what you want to do with it. Again, very easy to take off the powder. You just put a pin on the side and just lift up, and the powder comes right out. So it's very easy to put your powder in there. All you do is just drop it in, just like that, and it just
And it really stays
and it
too,
really
really
stays. Yeah,
nicely.
there's no way to get it. It doesn't really come off unless you take it away
Actually
off with
take it
that.
out.
Um,
Yay.
and you have your little puff in there with it, and then you can refill it with anything you like. Really, any powder that you like, you can use Aurora for certain days, or you can use a violet because you need a little brightening under the eyes, or if you want the soft focus because you want to blur the lines a little bit and give you a softer complexion, or you want the Peggy because you want something completely invisible that works on any skin tone, or the
Yeah.
Snow that has a little bit of sheen to it, or Aurora that gives you a tiny bit of a glow with the pinkish tone.
So we had a couple of questions. So is this
Yes,
a limited release item or is this going into our classic collection?
this particular one is in our classic collection because this is our signature compact, but there will be other editions of compacts that are limited that will have other designs. So we will come up with other designs throughout the year that will be different types of compacts later on next year, But this compact will continue to be in the line. So this is our core brand compact because it has our flower in it. So it is our core compact. So this one will always be available, but we'll have seasonal ones that we might come in as a limited run for different holidays and different things.
So you don't have to worry about getting this and then not having the refills available. This
Yes,
is going to be around because this is a compact Gabriela really made. So you can treasure
yes,
it, so you can
yes.
use it over and over again and
Yes, yeah,
not
yeah,
have
this will
to waste
continue.
them.
Yeah, this will continue to be in the line, and the refills will continue to be in the line. And not only that, we will be adding more powders into the refills as we do more iconic women and other collections that we want to include their powders as well. So the powder selection will continue to grow, and all the powders will fit into the same size of compact. So all the compacts that are refillable will all be exactly this size. So all of your refills will always work with any compact that you purchase.
And then if you're trying to get so we had a question about she can't add the soft focus to the cart right now. Yeah, the
Not
only,
yet. Next
not
week.
yet, but soon.
Yeah,
Next week,
next week.
so
Yes, by next week, we will probably have it online, and Violet will be after that. But Peggy and Soft Focus will be coming out next week.
so
So this
those are
week we
the,
have
yeah.
Aurora and Snow.
So if you want Aurora and Snow, if that's your number one powder that you
Hmm.
want, then you can get those now. If you
Yes.
want to have Peggy as your first powder, then just go ahead and wait until next week because what's so cool is your first powder is free. Gabrielle's not going to just sell you a compact. She's actually throwing
No.
in a free powder with it. So
Yes. No, no,
uh
it
so you
comes
want
with
to
it.
pick the powder.
Yes, it comes with one, but remember you can buy also the refills themselves separately. So if you do want to get one of these powders because you want alternative powders as well for your compact, but then you want to get the Peggy next week when it comes out, you could just buy the Peggy refill as well, and just have several powders for your compact. So you can do it either way. But you can buy refills by themselves, uh, or you can buy the compact that comes with one of the fills.
And right now, it looks like our refill page, the
Mhm.
refill only page, isn't
Yes,
live
it's
right
not
this
live yet. It will be
second.
live this afternoon. It will be
Yeah.
live this afternoon. And for our customers that are in the UK, I know people have been asking about this in the UK. It will be there very soon because we are working with Amazon UK. So we will be having that in the UK very, very soon on Amazon UK.
So yeah, if you want to buy, the compact and with Snow and Aurora, just wait a little bit until this afternoon and you can add
Yeah.
the compact with Snow and then go ahead and add the extra Aurora to your cart. It'll be a separate page and that
Actually,
separate.
yeah,
Oh, is it
actually,
off now?
I'm just being told right now that if you do for the refill, just search for refill, and it will take you to the
Okay.
page. It's just not live,
Oh, great.
but you can actually search for it, and it will lead you to the refill page.
And will these
So
be
if
available
you
at the
want to
boutique
get extras,
today?
what? Sorry.
Will these be available at the boutique today
Yes,
in
actually, they
Burbank?
have them at the boutique. So if you are
Right.
in the Burbank area and would like to go see them in person and try them out, head over there. They do have them. They have the two ones that are available, the Aurora and the Snow. And then next week they'll have the Peggy and Soft Focus as well. And then after that, the Violet. But yes, definitely, they do have them over there.
And I'm putting these refills pages in the comments as well. So
Yes,
if you guys
yes,
want those, go ahead. They're in the comments box.
yes,
If you also have questions from earlier, feel free to ask them
yes,
again.
please.
Just because we've got lots of questions, so if I missed it, um,
Sure.
I didn't mean to. And what do we mean by Amazon UK? It just means Amazon in the
In the
instead of purchasing through the American version, you purchase through the
yes,
actual UK.
you
Yeah.
buy through the actual UK site, and then you can actually get local shipping in the UK instead of having it come from here. So all of your VAT is already included, and there's no issue with sending it all the way from here. So it'll be a lot more convenient for you. So we are setting all that up, and it will be live soon, and then you will be able to buy some of our products directly from the local site.
Yeah. Also there is skincare samples at the boutique. We had a question about
Yes.
that, so you can
Yes.
check
Oh,
those
please.
out.
Yes. Yeah. If you want skincare samples, we have them all there. Go and grab some. If you're by the boutique, definitely. The girls will be more than happy to give you samples of everything.
We had a question from Laura. What's the closest match to the Mermaid Lagoon pressed pearl powder? Which one of those is the closest match to
Probably the
that?
snow. The snow. The
Great.
snow would probably be the closest, I would say.
Cool. And because it's a little tiny bit less shimmer, but very similar.
Yeah. Yes.
Yay.
It's a tiny bit less, but it's the closest one, I would say.
Black cake will be in stock soon. Black cake is
Yes,
coming
yes,
back.
we are making another batch, but it's like it's coming. There's again, we're dealing with a bit of slowdowns in some of our production because of limited amount of staff working all at one time. So bear with us with a bit of delayed things because this is just a situation we're all in, unfortunately. But we are trying to get a product out as soon as humanly possible.
Let's see. We had one question. What lipstick are you wearing today?
I'm wearing Forever Red.
Yay. Oh,
Yes,
beautiful.
which is
Someone
very
else.
pretty color. I really love Forever Red. It's very, very nice. Yes.
Yay. I know, it looks so beautiful on you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Sam asked, is Bésame Red a seasonal color now? And
No, 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 no.
no.
Bésame Red is a core color. It's always in stock. If it's not on right now, it's because a batch is coming. So again, bear with us. We're running batches as quickly as we can, but we did have a few months where we couldn't run anything, so we're a little bit behind on all of our batches that are coming out right now.
Someone asked if the refills will fit in the cashmere compacts.
No, they will not fit in the cashmere compacts. This is its own size. These compacts are their own size because they were made to be similar to this compact. So this compact is not as large as the cashmere compact because it was meant to be put in your evening bag. Remember, these are not supposed to be huge compacts because you were supposed to carry it in a small bag. So it's a little bit smaller. It's not as small as our old refill compact that we had many, many years ago. So it's not that size. It's a little bit larger, but it's not as large as a cashmere. The cashmere, so that you have a reference, is a 60 millimeter diameter. This is a 50 millimeter diameter, and the old compact used to be 30. So you have a reference of size. So this is a little bit smaller than the cashmere.
Also, the cashmere wasn't made to be refillable, so it would be
No.
difficult to put any pan in there. It'd be a
Yeah,
little bit hard.
it's a standard size for the larger compacts that you see in all of retail. So any of those sizes would fit it because that's kind of more of a common size on compact sizes. But this one is a tiny bit smaller because of the size. I didn't want to make the compact too big because remember, this is solid metal. So the bigger it is, the heavier it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to give you like a rock heavy compact that you would have to carry in your purse. So I needed to, it took us a while to actually get the engineering of this so that it's as thin as it is, still being made out of solid material. So it took a bit of doing to actually get the engineering on this to actually work for the thinness of the walls on this particular material. So after a lot of trial and error, we finally were able to achieve it. But it is this size because I wanted to make it functional and easy to carry. It is heavier than obviously your plastic compacts, but it's not as heavy as something that would be unnaturally heavy to carry if you put it in the
It's a
bag.
very nice heavy because it feels
Yes,
substantial and sturdy, but it isn't like, oh my God, I'm lifting a weight trying to do my makeup, you know?
exactly. Yes, yeah. I remember, these type of compacts, like that Dior had a compacts like this, and other people had made compacts. Not this compact, but other types of metal compacts, and they were so heavy that is very difficult to think I'm going to carry this all the time. So I wanted to, when I designed this, I wanted to make sure that it was not only pretty to look at, but also very, very functional as far as like how it feels in your hand, um, how it wears for you, and how easy it is to fill and take out your fill from this.
Mhm.
Because I didn't want it to be difficult in any way. I wanted it to be really, really easy to use as a daily compact for you. The coating on this is extremely hard, so there is,
Mhm.
it does not tarnish, it does not wear. You should have this compact indefinitely, really, if you take care of it. Obviously, keep it in your velvety bag here, so that if you are putting it in with other things in your bag, it doesn't scratch against other objects in your bag. But it is incredibly sturdy. So you should have many years of wear from this type of compact.
Cool. We have a few more questions. A couple
Yes,
just real quick things.
yes,
There's no plan for foundations right now, and
yes.
fragrances. We had lots of questions about the fragrances.
Yes, I know that you keep asking me about the fragrances, and I am working on them. The issue with fragrances right now, just to be really, really transparent with you, is California has put out new regulations on fragrances. So at this point, we have to relook at all our ingredients and all of our things to make sure that everything is compliant with all these new regulations coming into effect in January. So this is why it's taking a bit longer, because we had to make some substitutions, or do some really looking at every ingredient very carefully to make sure that everything is compliant, so that we don't run into any problems in the future. So that's why it's taking a bit longer, because we just had to really revisit all of our formulations to make sure everything was correct and legal for the future.
We had a question. Could you swatch the all the powders or
Yes,
show all the powders on your
sure.
hand? There's
Yes, of course.
translucent, so it's a little hard to keep track. So you have
Yeah,
to kind
it
of
is
keep
translucent,
an
so
eye on it, but
it's
it's cool to
hard.
see.
Yeah, it is hard. I know. Okay, let's see. So I have Aurora here. So let me do Aurora. So I put it here. I don't know if you can see anything, but there it is. Uh,
Cool.
this is snow. See, you can see it's got a little bit of sheen to it. I don't know if you can see on my
Hmm.
finger. It's a little bit of sheen. Um, then the Peggy one. Peggy, then soft focus. And violet. I don't
Awesome.
know if that is visible at all,
They're
or
harder to read for sure,
I,
but
yeah, yeah. Remember, these are translucent, so they're not supposed to be super, super visible on you. So I I don't know if this helps, but I don't
But
know.
no, and
Maybe
it's good
if I
to see
put
how
more.
translucent they are, too, that
Yes,
they really
they
do.
are very, very translucent. So you can see that it's not, there's not a lot there.
Marlena asks what powder would work with tan neutral skin.
Well, the Peggy is completely transparent, so it works on any skin tone. You won't see it. And the Snow has a bit of a sheen to it, so it depends on whether you want. See, like you can see on my finger how it has a bit of sheen to it. I don't know if you can tell there.
Hmm.
Um, but it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. So even though it's not white, you'll see that it kind of has a bit of a sheen. I don't know if you
Hmm.
can tell by that. Um, but they are most of these are very, very see-through. So the ones for a little bit darker skin that I would say would be the most uh, becoming would probably be Peggy and Soft Focus, I would say, would be both that would go with skin that was a little darker because you really can't see them uh, completely at all. The
Yeah, they just
Aurora
really blend
obviously has
away.
a little bit of a lighter tint, and so does the Violet because it's supposed to brighten. So the Violet and Aurora, I would say, for like medium or lighter skin would be better. And the Snow could go really either way. It's depending if you want that kind of a sheen type of look. Um, so I think that one could go with either skin. But definitely Peggy fits pretty much any skin tone because it's completely invisible. Um, and Soft Focus is a little bit deeper, so it's nice on really on medium skin. Uh, yeah, but it could go with a lot of different skin tones because again, it's very, very sheer. There's not a lot. You can't really see too much of the coverage on the
Yeah,
powder.
and
You
it's hard,
can't you
again,
can't really you can't really
it's
see
hard
it.
to get it's hard to
Yeah,
see how the differences are with this.
yeah. You
So
really
we
have
will
to.
have information. Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to try it on the skin because it's really quite difficult for me to show it here because you don't see anything. When you put it on your face, you will see, that it evens out the skin tone or it takes away your shine, things like that that you don't see when I put it on my hand. Um, so I think you really have to try them on. If you have purchased the collections that we did before, like the Aurora or the Snow or Peggy's, I mean, then you're familiar with those powders because you have seen them before. Also the Violet powder has been around for a long time as a loose powder. So if you like the Violet, this
Mhm.
is the same type of Violet, except that it's pressed.
Yeah, because reiterate, because I think I might have said it wrong myself, but yeah, the violet powder is just the same as the violet loose powder, except there's also no talc or no fragrance now, which is really
Exactly,
cool.
exactly. Yes, we reformulated so that the powders don't have talc and they don't have any scent. So that if you are sensitive to scents, you don't have to worry because they're not scented at all. So we kind of redid that in order to make everything cleaner and easier on the skin.
And then the Aurora, Snow, and Peggy are all the ones from those original collections.
That's correct. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, which is super cool. And then soft focus is new. We had a question, is the soft focus powder at all like the Lucy powder?
No,
Okay. No
no, it's
way.
not. No, it's not. No, the soft focus has more of a ingredients that help blur lines. So it's not the same type of powder as the Lucy, which was a similar kind of sheen. It had a little bit of a sheen powder, but translucent, kind of similar to the Snow, but maybe a little bit more of a sheen to it. But no, the soft focus is definitely a different type of formula. So you have to try it to see what you think. But it's designed to help with blurring of lines and imperfections. So it's slightly different than any of the other powders.
Wonderful. And then, is there a powder that's best for oily skin, Abby?
They're all really great for oily skin because they all have clay in them to dry and to take away oil. So they're really great for oily skin. They will take away your shine and extra oil, and they don't build up. So you can put them on during the day, and they won't cake on as you put them on because they are so sheer. These powders, they're mostly made out. They're made really out of minerals, so they don't cake on, and they go extremely light onto the skin.
Yay. Wonderful. And I'm just looking through the comments
Yeah,
to see if there is some more questions coming back. The next iconic woman, when is, we had a couple of questions on when that will be coming.
that's going to be down in April, around April. So around that time period of next year, that's when the next iconic women collection will come out. But as I said, we have collections or new items coming every week. Next week, the week after. So stay tuned because we have a lot of really cool things coming for you. Starting with our lovely compact. So now you can own Art Deco 1928 of our signature compacts, which is again one of my favorites, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. So this will be kind of the first of our compacts that are coming out in the following years. So we'll have a lot of really neat surprises on compacts as time goes on. But all your fills will always fit all your compacts. So it's going to be like kind of a changing wardrobe. You can change things out, put
Mm-hmm.
new powders in. Or just make your compact new again by getting a new refill of a different powder that you haven't tried before.
Andrea had a question. How were you able to make a metal compact when nobody else does it? It's incredible to see these days.
It with a lot of time, a lot of time and persistence, and really playing crazy. It's like I think I'm just incredibly determined, so I don't give up, even though I've been trying to do this for 3 years that I've been working on this project. So I think most people would have probably given up after a few months out of this, but I just kept at it. And I think we have some. I think Amber has some older designs and things that we were going to put up so that you can see all my failed attempts at this compact over the years. It's like the wrong number one, the wrong number two, the wrong number three, because we did go through so many iterations of trying to get this done in all different ways, and because the originals of these, if you have an original of these types of compacts, they were made as jewelry pieces, not necessarily in huge mass production, but as a jewelry piece because they were made from really thin metal sheets that were stamped with the design, and then they were basically put together by just soldering it together and
Mhm.
then buffing it like you would do with a piece of jewelry and things. So it had an incredible amount of time to make one of these, and it had all these little tiny parts, of like this little piece, this little inside piece, and all of it kind of put together uh, uh, by welding it together with little tiny welds and then trying to get those all smoothed out. Imagine in something that has all these facets to try and smooth out welds. So
Yeah.
it's an incredibly time consuming. So there was no way to actually do it in that way because number one, we don't even have people that could do it unless it's really fine jewelry. So I couldn't even bring it out into the market without it being just extraordinarily expensive. So I had to figure out a way to be able to make it as a solid, and that's what I ended up doing. And like I said, it took a lot of doing because the solid materials have a lot of issues with tolerances as far as like how thick you can make this material, how thin you can make this material without it being brittle and breaking. Because we're using different materials like brass and nickel and all these other materials. And each one of those materials has different tolerances as far as like how thick or how thin can that material be without warping or losing its shape and things like this when you actually cast them. So there was definitely a lot of trial and error to get this to cast and be made with solid materials without it losing any of the shape and not being so thick that it's like a lead weight in your purse. So yes, incredibly long process, and obviously finding the right person that could do it with the quality that we were looking for, which again that took a while as well because not too many people do this ground enamel type of technique, which is basically so the compact is cast, so it's cast so that this is cast and then the flower is cast and then this in red enamel is poured in, but then the whole surface is basically sanded down and worn down so that it's polished so that it's completely smooth. So the metal and the fill is completely smooth. So that this technique is more rare and time consuming, but this is the only technique that would look right for this type of compact. So this is what we ended up doing. It's a more expensive technique, but I thought that it would give you the most accurate looking compact for one that was made in the 20s. So that's why we went with this. And I hope that when you see it, you like them. I definitely put a lot of heart and soul into these, and I hope that you enjoy them and that you like the powders. And then if you have suggestions for other powders that you would like, let me know. We'll be glad to make refills for other things that could be put into your powder cases so that your powder case becomes really your only case and you just buy whatever refills of makeup that you would like. I know there was a question of are we doing that with other things, and yes, we are looking at doing that with other things. So we are working on other versions that we could do so that we can make other products refillable as well. So we are working on that as we speak. So this was our kind of our first foray into doing it, and hopefully you will like it, and we will be able to keep expanding it and do more of these type of refillable things because there's so many wonderful designs and things that I would like to bring to you. But this is my first one, and I just want to see how you like it, and just let us know, and then we will continue to innovate and give you more refills for them.
We had a couple people want to first see a get ready with me video with you, Gabriela, of just you getting ready and chatting. So maybe
Okay.
after all these deals,
Okay.
after all of our exciting announcement videos, we could do one of those. And someone
Oh,
also
sure.
said they would like a Mr. Rogers style, like how the compact is made video, like in the factory, which
In
I
the
agree. I would
oh,
love that.
definitely. Well, I could talk to them and see if they can arrange that for us, and then we can do that. It's a complicated process. It has a lot of steps, but maybe we can, and I can show that because it is rather involved to make all these because they have a lot of detail. Not only the polishing of the top and also the plating of all of these surfaces in this. but the mirror inserted and also ground on the edges, and then these little tiny magnets that also are gold that are inserted into the surface
Wow.
here, completely flat. That also is a different detail that makes this a little bit nicer than your regular just magnetic compacts that just have
Hmm.
regular magnets. These are gold magnets.
Yeah.
So at least it matches your compact. And
Yes.
then all of these, all of the cuts on the back here, which are kind of really neat and make a really cool pattern, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely very deco.
Yes, absolutely. And I just love the shape. It's so unique. Just an
Yes,
octagonal
yes, yeah.
compact.
There aren't really too many people doing this type of shape in the metal. It's a very unique shape, and of course these are all custom molds. We had to mold all of these things, uh, and so these can't be reproduced by anybody else. It's our own custom molds and custom tools, which is kind of neat because we can do really fun things with these. So yeah, if you are by the store and you like to see them in person, come by. The girls have them there and can show you.
Yeah, so you can check it out at the store. You can look. It
Yeah.
is online
Yes.
now. So it's online now. If you
Yes.
can't find the refills, just search refills. It'll be easy to
Yes.
find shortly, but just in case. So you
Yes.
can see those separately if you like, but they're on now. I'm putting it
Yes.
in the chat again. There we go. Um, so yeah, and if you're interested in those other powders, they will be available very soon. Aurora and
Yes.
Snow is what we
Yes.
have right now, and the others will be coming shortly.
Yes.
And it's just so exciting. You just worked so hard. Everyone says thank you for your hard work in the
Oh, thank
comments.
you. Thank you guys. I mean, I just, I've been working on this for so long that it's, kind of old hat to me now, having seen this thing for so many years. But obviously, it's very new to you. So I'm eager to see what you think of it, and how you like them, and also how you like the refills like this. I thought this was the easiest way to kind of give you refills because the packaging is very minimal. You can recycle most of this, and if you want to clean your puff, you can. But if you want a clean one, you always get one in here. Um, and it's just it's a very kind of low waste way to go if you
Mhm.
use powders all the time, because your tin is entirely recyclable, and it's very easy to remove it like you saw before, just with a little pin on the edge. Just pick up the pan out of there and put it in your recycling bin, and then slip in any other powder that you like in there. But very, very easy to do. And if you have any questions or any issues with them, of course, let us know. Uh, we uh, we have tried to make everything as self-explanatory as possible. But if you have any questions, please let us know.
Hey, wonderful. So that's about the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this new release. And then next week is going to be equally as exciting. It's just
Yes,
quite the month coming up.
yes, oh yes.
So please tune in again if you like. Gabriela, thank you so much for working
Oh,
so hard to do this and
thank
coming
you.
today to give all the details. It's
Oh,
just
thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoyed the compact, and come and see us for samples, of course, of the skincare. If you haven't picked some up, pick some up, and also try these powders with your vanishing cream. They work really well with any of these powders. So try your vanishing cream with the powder as your kind of lightweight type of foundation, and see how you like it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. See you then.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.